Hey everybody out there in the internet world and comic book community, and welcome back to another Dark Avenger comic book review. We are officially 47 episodes away from 200.
Yeah.
Really, we're still in the 40s?
Yep.
Time is going so slow.
Well, before you know it, 200's like right around the corner, so it'll be here.
It feels like it's taking forever for... I mean, even if we were just at least in the... We're still in the high 40s.
Close to the 50s if you want to round it out, but yeah, we're going down instead of...
Yeah, well, the good stuff. Anyway,
yeah.
Next week, a little bit of news. If the comic book review actually for next week possibly, and I use that word very strongly because it's possibly going to be a day or two late due to the fact that myself and Mike will be going to New York Comic Con. Yep. Hopefully we'll see all you guys there that are going. So because we're going on Saturday, it takes away from a day from reading. So either I'll read the books on Friday and we'll still film it on Sunday, or if there's too many books, which I believe there is, we'll probably end up doing the review on Monday and it'll be posted up on Tuesday. Not sure yet, guys, so just giving you a heads up in case, Monday comes around and there's no review.
Yeah, but we're looking forward to this. I mean, our first comic book convention we're going to. This is going to be awesome. We're
probably going to be there from when they open till about 5, 6 o'clock, depending. Because we still have to come home and do a couple of things for Brooklyn Boys and whatnot.
Because some people who went there, they say it's like a big line of people, so...
Yeah, we're probably not going to do any panels. We're probably just going to be walking around talking to people, talking to artists, on the floors and stuff like that.
And hopefully pictures for Facebook, and hopefully...
there will be stuff, yeah, there will be stuff for Facebook. There will be stuff for... the Facebook is DarkAvengerINC, Facebook.com/DarkAvengerINC. There will be videos for DarkAvengerINC. I will have one video for this channel. I'm going to split the videos, and Mike's going to have a video for his channel. We got a couple of memory cards. Hopefully the batteries last, especially this camera's battery, and we should be good to go. Yep. Nothing's going to be posted live, though, because I'm sure the Wi-Fi is going to stink, and even if it doesn't, the only thing that I know...
Oh, no, isn't the Wi-Fi good there, kind of?
Yeah, but most of the stuff we work on has our...
Oh, you mean those types?
We don't have, like, 4G and stuff like that. So, let's get into the comic books from the first week of October. This is it. After this review, AVX, well, I can't say it's over because there's still consequences. But Marvel Now is upon us. Next week, Marvel Now's first book, the Justice League version of the new Marvel Now, the new Marvel or the new status quo Marvel Universe is here. Really, it's not new. Nothing's rebooting, nothing's changing. It's just evolving from what's happened in AVX.
And it's just now.
Yeah, basically what the writers said with Marvel is, ever since Avengers Disassemble, up until this point, this was all planned out. Avengers Disassemble, the New Avengers, the Dark Period, the Civil War, this is all out of order by the way, the Secret Invasion, the Siege, Fear Itself, and AVX. It basically, AVX is the last part. Now they're going into a fresh new chapter altogether.
Well, that's something to look forward to from Marvel Now.
I guess.
And that's what I think.
I'm looking forward to it, but once again, once the Marvel Now logo leaves, it's still just going to be the same Marvel. Anyway, one book only.
These were October 3rd.
Oh, thank you. October 3rd, 2012's books. First Wednesday of the month. There are 5 Wednesdays this month, so I'm sure one week's going to be a very short week, or I'm going to have several weeks of more news. Is the Marvel Now books, a lot of them that are starting off with issue 1 and 2, by the following month it goes to issue 3 and that's it. There's like no 3 and 4.
Right, yeah.
So a lot of the books from Marvel Now aren't really continuing to double up. All new X-Men are. And Gambit's going to start doubling up soon, and a few other books are going to double up. X-Men Legacy is going to have the first 2, and then it's going to go just to 3. So Legacy's going to once a month.
Well, we gotta see.
Oh yeah.
Well, I gotta see because I'm gonna review it.
On Dark Avenger Inc., I'm working on a rundown of all the stuff from Marvel Now from basically next week all the way through until December 2012, and then when 2013's months come out, I'll do something close to the new year for 2013, the next 2 months. Anyway, one independent book this week. Kind of, wow.
Wow, usually you have like 4.
Yeah.
So.
Well, as I said, books are moving to Dark Avenger Inc. Voltron would have been one of the ones from Independent. And Voltron from Dynamite I'll be reviewing in-depthly on Dark Avenger Inc. instead. So you guys can check the review out on there. Voltron and Voltron Year 1 are absolutely, definitely 100% going to Dark Avenger Inc. They won't be on the weekly review anymore. It won't happen to a lot of titles, so nobody panic. Just a few books here and there. Anyway, Garfield number 6. Still colored by my best friend Lisa Moore. I love Garfield. It's a guilty pleasure. If you guys like Garfield, it's in the 6th issue. I'm looking forward to the holiday season ones. They look really, really fun.
Yeah, those are great.
The covers each month are just hilarious. I love Garfield. So for those of you Garfield fans, he's out there. It's been a half a year of Garfield. I'm loving it. We're now going into DC Comics. This did not come out the week of October 3rd. This came out the 3rd or 4th week, I think the 3rd week of September. I have a 0 issue from DC this week, and I'm going to have another 0 issue next week.
So that will be the 19th, I think.
Around the 19th. Let's say the 19th to be safe, but it's one of the 0 issues. It's the Red Lantern 0 issue. And basically this issue is Atrocitus' origin. From when the Manhunters... Before the Manhunters went completely loco, to when the Manhunters did go completely loco, to how Atrocitus became the Red Lantern he is today. It's basically the backstory right before you get introduced to Atrocitus in Red Lanterns 2011. Artwork is pretty good. I'll give you guys the last page. This is where we jumped in 2011. But we're now 2 years later. It's amazing. It's only been 2 years since Atrocitus has been around, and it really feels like it's been longer. Oh, here we go. I can tell you guys when Red Lanterns came out. Red Lanterns came out the last week, September 26, 2012. Did not know that. Next week I'll be doing The Flash, and that also came out, I believe. Yeah, it also comes out the week of the 26th. So these are basically 2 issues I didn't get from right now, a week ago. Next episode, 2 weeks ago. It's pretty good. I thought this would somehow tie into Rise of the Third Army. It does not. You don't have to get this. It's an origin story of Atrocitus from when the Manhunters went crazy all the way up until we saw how he became the Red Lantern. So it's up to you guys. Adventure Comics 13. It's here.
Action.
I said adventure, didn't I?
Yes, you did. Very cool.
Very good.
It's adventure time.
It's adventure time. Action Comics. Oh my god. Man,
we had a long
I miss
day.
Adventure Comics.
We had 2 more,
yeah, we had a long day, yes. Action Comics number 13. Crypto is in this issue.
Ooh, Crypto.
Crypto the super dog.
Don't tell me they changed him.
Oh yeah, they did, but it doesn't look bad.
Oh.
It doesn't look bad before you go crazy. Crypto is just like this huge dog now instead of like this tiny little dog. Instead, where's a nice picture? Like it's Superman finds out that Crypto was trapped in the Phantom Zone years ago, and it's all from what happened in Action Comics. And see, it actually shows like throughout all of Superman's life since he was a kid and growing up. Crypto was around with him. Only he was a Phantom because he was stuck in the Phantom Zone. The only thing I couldn't understand was, see. More Phantom Dog, the Phantom Dog. The only thing I didn't understand was, at this point here, it looks like Superman pulls Crypto out of the Phantom Zone. So it looks like Crypto is back out of the Phantom Zone, but I thought they said they killed Crypto. See, this is what I hate. Writers say one thing, and then they do another. Where I remember a year ago, remember when we were reading Action Comics and they saw that skeleton and they said that was a dog, and they said it was Crypto and Crypto's dead? Now, all of a sudden, they retracted it, and Crypto's alive, apparently. He gets pulled out, I believe, of the Phantom Zone, and he's now on Earth. Which I'm happy with. Don't get me wrong about that. But the whole point is now, okay, so why did you kill... You know, I love when they retract things like Crypto's dead. Everybody gets pissed off. 13 issues later, Crypto's alive. He was stuck in the Phantom Zone. Really? Leave it to Grant Morrison, because Grant Morrison was the one that said Crypto was dead, I believe. I believe it was him, because it was Action Comics #1, where they showed the bones. Okay, Crypto's not dead, and he's back. The issue's here. I'm not giving you guys a recommendation to it, nor am I not giving you a recommendation towards it. That's the story. If you find that interesting, check it out. Green Lantern 13. I know I'm going to get judged for this, but I'm just so not caring about Simon Baz at all. I really don't care about him. Simon wakes up. The world is searching for him. Amanda Waller is looking for him. The president, who is Barack Obama now in the DC universe, the president tells Amanda Waller to contact the Justice League because this is more along the lines of their work. Simon now gets his Green Lantern suit. He gets it pretty early in the issue, and he runs off and he goes to find his sister, whom he's saying he was framed. He didn't know that there was a bomb in the car. He was stealing it so that she can have money and everything. And basically this is impacting his whole family. His sister loses her job for a time. The mother won't leave the house. The father's upset. So he's like, I know you work for the Secretary of State. You work there. Find out who the car was registered to, or find out who owned the car, and then we'll be able to solve this mystery. She's like, I'll look, just leave, and whatever. And then there's a whole 2-page spread about the continuing rise of the Third Army, so I guess that's what ties this into the rise of the Third Army, the fact that they actually have the Third Army on Earth. Like they're starting to assimilate people into the Third Army.
What's the thing on the table?
And then Simon comes face to face with the camera, and that's when the mask makes its first appearance. Yippity doo dah, zippity yay. And then the Justice League shows up. That's the long and short of it. And also we hear the message that was left by Hal Jordan and Sinestro, which basically warns Simon not to go to the Guardians, to ignore anything the ring says to do with the Guardians. It says, I'm Sinestro, I'm Hal Jordan. Basically, it looks like they're kind of fused together. And the mention of Acrillo working for Sinestro, and Carol is in Coast City. Get back up and stop the Guardians, and then the thing just explodes.
Wow.
And that was the message that was left for Simon. I have no care in the world, really. We have enough Green Lanterns on Earth, to be honest. We have Kyle, we have Guy, we have John, and we have Hal. We don't need a 5th Green Lantern. I mean, every what, 5 years we're going to add a new Green Lantern from Earth? Soon the whole Green Lantern Corps will be Earth.
Well, don't give DC any ideas.
I just think that this is an additional character who has a very rough background story. And of course it touches on that very, very sensitive topic of terrorism. Even though it has nothing to do with terrorism, he's thought to be a terrorist right now because he was driving a car with a bomb. I understand the whole connection and whatnot. Let's just say I can't wait for this to be over with Simon as the main character, Hal Jordan and Sinestro come back. At this point, I'll take Sinestro as the main character of Green Lantern just to have a familiar character again. I'm just not a fan of Simon Baz. It doesn't interest me that there's a new Green Lantern, and so far this has nothing to do with the rise of the Third Army. It's more along the lines of the rise of Simon Baz as the new Green Lantern, and Kyle Rayner's still out there and everybody else. So I guess the story needs to develop a little bit more before, I just want to get away from the background of him, and I want to get into fighting the Third Army. And I guess the next issue might help out a bit with the Justice League being there now.
Yeah, they might.
Yeah, he's going to join the Justice League that Green Arrow is going to be in,
Oh, really?
So he is going to be sticking around for a while.
Wow.
He's going to be in the Justice League of America, I believe it's called. Whatever the new Justice League is. No.
Yeah, so also it's the brand new Justice
League. The one with Catwoman.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, he's going to be in it. And then there's going to be that Trinity War in 2013, and he's going to be a part of it too.
Yeah.
That's yours.
Yes. And also, I will give a heads up that I will be doing this in-depth review on Dark Avenger Inc. And that will be...
you don't have to worry about ever spoiling that. I have a lot of books here I'm going to be in-depth reviewing throughout the whole week.
Yes. So, Green Arrow issue number 13. Green Arrow and the Showdown in China.
How's the artwork?
The artwork actually has improved in a very good way, actually. I'm actually satisfied with the artwork. So,
Dan Jurgens...
Yeah, I'll give this one.
Dan Jurgens actually is going to be doing the Fury of Firestorm, the nuclear man. He's going to be moving to Firestorm this month.
Nice. That'll be something.
Drawing and writing it. A lot of people don't like it.
So yeah, so Green Arrow is fighting the spirits, or the zombies, whatever they call them.
Marvel zombies?
No. The zombies in China. And basically, he needs to give in the wolf tech. Like the boss said, you have to give in the wolf tech, and there's like lots of spirits that come out, and there's some disturbing pictures, so to say. And then we get this woman, Susie Ming, who teams up with the Green Arrow. And the way they teamed up, it kind of reminded me of Batman and Nightwing, sort of. Like that feel, because
especially the making out part.
Well, no, not that part.
Okay.
Because I'm sure Batman and Nightwing don't do that.
I would hope not.
Yeah.
If they announce Batman to be gay next, I think I wouldn't be able to take that.
But looking over that, so basically, Susie Ming's like saying, you know, Oliver Queen's like, you know, like selfish and stuff like that. And Green Arrow said, yeah, he can be. And I thought that was pretty funny. So they fight off against these zombies. Or I think they're zombies or something like that.
Yes, they are.
And they're like kids. There's like these 3 kids over here that are watching it. And they're saying like, you know, like, go grandma, go grandpa, because that was their grandmother. Seriously, it was their grandmother and grandfather fighting them along with the other demons and stuff like that. And of course, they win.
I didn't see that coming, gee.
And they thought it was funny, but it was real. So technically, they just saw it as a ha-ha joke, and
joke?
And technically, it was real. So he gives his let me see. Yeah, so he gives the wolf tech to the boss, and then he says, "I just transferred all my shares of Queen Industries back into your possession."
So he's not the head of Queen Industries anymore.
No. So, Oliver Queen and Susie Ming have a talk with each other of what's been going on. And then there seems to be something else that's going on in the air, because they were going to, I think, Washington or something. And in the end, should I spoil who he meets in the end?
No, it's going to be part of a crossover.
Basically, it's going to be one of the crossovers that I'm kind of looking forward to, but in order to see who it's crossing over with, you're just going to have to read the comic. Or you could just check out the in-depth review on DarkAvengerINC, where I'll go more into detail. It's a great issue. Thank you. It's a great issue. The artwork has improved, and it's satisfied. And, yeah, I'll go more in-depth on DarkAvengerINC, and, yeah.
Next up, we have Smallville Season 11, number 6. I enjoyed it. Superman versus Batman. Batman and Superman teaming up. A whole bunch of middle stuff in between. Who's Lex's sister? I forgot her name already.
Julian?
No, sister. What was her name? The one he killed at the end of the finale, the season finale.
It started with T.
Tess,
thank you.
Yeah, she's controlling his mind. There's a whole plot between Batman and Superman and Joe Chill. They're trying to find out information about Inner Gang and everything, and where Joe Chill is. Actually, I will say this though, Superman actually looks like Tom Welling again.
Really? They don't depict it from the oh yeah, they kind of
He looks like Tom Welling again. It's amazing. Every 4 issues he looks like I'm guessing in the next book he'll look more like Superman and not Tom Welling again. So basically the whole book is about Batman and Superman figuring out Inner Gang's plans and getting to Joe Chill, and they do, and then 2 supervillains show up at the end that I don't want to spoil, but I can't wait to see what's next. And the next episode or issue is going to be called, this issue was called Detective. So I'm guessing this is still episode 2 of season 11 where it's called Detective. Yeah.
I have got to read the next issue after seeing that.
Oh yeah, it's good. It's going to be real good. And then of course we're up to season 3 already in the rundown of all the episodes.
So they could see it in there instead of me saying it on the DVD. Well, then again, it's always good to say it on the DVD.
And then you have the Smallville digital covers here. I love the art, the galleries and stuff. So that's something to be positive about. And then you have the Comic-Con rundown, and we're going to be there Saturday. So what do we have? DC Talent Search, Mad About Mad, DC Comic New 52, Vertigo, a view of the cutting edge of comic books, and DC Justice League. Nothing interesting. Okay, oh well. So, Smallville, still absolutely amazing. Love the artwork, loving the story. I wish there were more episodes per issue, but unfortunately, I guess for $4 you only get 4 issues, $1 an issue. I wonder if the next issue will be $5 because technically it's 5 Wednesdays this month.
Yeah.
So I don't think it will. It'll still be $4 probably, but I'm looking forward to the next issue. It's really good, guys. If you're fans of Smallville, I would absolutely recommend it. And this time I could actually talk about one book without the other. Let me make sure I can first. Yes, I can. Animal Man number 13. Rot World, the Red Kingdom. There's also Swamp Thing 13, Rot World, the Green Kingdom. However, they're not really connected anymore. But basically, I can tell you exactly what happens in both. Both of their lives in the present DCU, from where they've disappeared, get turned upside down. And they're in the future, 1 year about in the future, and the world has basically lost to the rot. In this book, Swamp Thing meets up with Dead Man and Poison Ivy and meets up with, yeah, it's his fault. He's being blamed because he didn't become Swamp Thing soon enough. Let's do Swamp Thing, I guess, first after all.
Yeah.
He didn't become Swamp Thing soon enough to fight the rot, and then he went into the rot and disappeared. And if he would have consulted the Parliament of Trees first, they would have told him it was a bad idea to do that because that was a trap. While back in the present day, the rot shows up on the airplane. Well, let me show you guys some artwork. The artwork's really good. Scott Snyder's writing is just phenomenal in Swamp Thing. Here's another page. I might as well show you this page too. So, in the present though, Abby is taking a plane back to, I believe she was going home. I don't remember exactly where she was going, but it was to fight the rot. The plane becomes infested. Yeah. The plane becomes infested with the rot. The plane crashes and Abby dies. This is, of course, a tentative thing that happens after Animal Man and Swamp Thing disappear. 2-1, we all know by the end of this story arc, somehow they're going to find a way to travel back in time all the way to the point where they disappeared and prevent all this from happening. So I'm not really too upset about what's going on in the present. While in the future, Swamp Thing is fighting the Teen Titans that are infected with the rot. It says here, in 4 weeks, secret revealed in Swamp Thing Annual number 1. And in the next issue, Swamp Thing versus Teen Titan continues.
Swamp Thing versus Teen Titans?
The Rot World Teen Titans. They're infested by the rot.
So technically that's a crossover.
Yeah. So I like this issue. I really did a lot. This was one of my favorite. While here in Animal Man, I can't believe... I should have put Swamp Thing first. I guess they're both even. That's why. I give both these an even grade, and they're both my favorites of the week next to Smallville for DC Comics. In Animal Man wakes up and meets up with Steel, oh god, I forgot her name, and Beast Boy, who, why the hell is Beast Boy red? I mean, I remember Spider-Man 1991, Spidey saying that they changed Beast Boy's color to red. He looks stupid. It looks like a mix up in the colors. That they accidentally colored him red when he should have been green. It's dumb. I mean, to change somebody's, it's... I guess I'm pulling at straws.
Oh wait, she's from Justice League Dark. That's the
Oh, you know her?
Yeah, that's the the
shape-shifting Black Orchid.
Black Orchid, yeah. She's from Justice
so he
League
meets
Dark.
up with them, and in the present, Buddy's wife chases after Cliff. She wants to find Cliff. So in the future, well, they call it now. That's the weird thing. They're calling the future now, and then the present before Rot World. So I guess that's how we'll consider it. So before Rot World, we're now in the present, and just like in Swamp Thing, Steel, Black Orchid, and Beast Boy explain what's gone on. It's amazing. Both books are the same. In the middle of the books, it actually explains what happened since they were gone. So both books explain it in detail, and then they separate again. It's like they're different. They land in different places. And then it comes together again where in both books, like let's say you just buy Animal Man, it explains here exactly what they explain here, so you don't need this book to know exactly what happened since Buddy and Swamp Thing went missing. But anyway, after that, they show up at the Red Kingdom, which was created by the Totems, and the Totems no longer are living sentient life. They are now a living island thing, city. Anyway, Buddy meets up with Shepard again, and basically also John Constantine is there in the future, and basically he is blaming Buddy for disappearing because he wasn't there to protect his family. Spoiler alert here, guys. In the end of this book, basically, Cliff infects the mother, and the mother now is part of the rot as well, leaving the daughter vulnerable. And in the rot world future, the daughter was killed.
Can I just say something? Is it just me, or is Justice League Dark some like half team members going to be in Swamp Thing and Animal Man?
Animal Man, yeah.
Because it's like Black Orchard and John Constantine.
And Dead Man.
Yeah, and then Dead Man and Swamp Thing.
Yeah, Justice League Dark is smart. They knew about Rot World.
Exactly.
John Constantine tried to warn Buddy's wife after Buddy went into the rot and disappeared.
And
she wouldn't listen.
But yeah, but I remember that.
So, basically we know that the daughter's going to die in the pre-Rot World, but somehow Buddy and Swamp Thing are going to travel back in time to right when they disappeared, and everything's going to be set right. The question is, how are they going to get from point A to point B? I'm looking forward to it. I loved both of these issues. I'd highly recommend both. However, they are very gory. So once again, be warned. This is definitely, I don't know why it's T+. I guess T. How is this rated T+ when certain other things are rated M?
Maybe it's 16 and over T+, because T would be maybe 14, like 13, 14.
What about Superman? T, and Red Lantern's T+. I don't understand
Maybe
it.
16 and over.
I don't understand it at all, but okay, fine. It's rated Teen+, so there you go. And we have 1 minute left, so we're going to go into the Marvel books, which is basically, wow, I basically cut the piles in half, which is basically going to take another part to do anyway, and we're going to have a lot to discuss. So we might actually go into 3 parts, which a lot of people actually said they don't mind. They actually don't mind. It gives them more to watch. So we might go into 3 parts. Let's go into part 2 first and see how far we get. See you guys in the very next part, which for us will be in a few seconds. For you, it's going to be a click away. See you guys in the next part.